Hello everyone, and welcome to Createful Art, the place that you can learn to paint and be creative. I'm Ashley Krieger. Today I'm going to show you how to paint these lovely colorful mountains inspired by Rainbow Mountain. Located in the Peruvian Andes in Cusco, one of National Geographic's must-see places to explore. This was so fun to paint, so I'm glad that you're here to enjoy this, learn some art, and get creative with me. Just need a few simple supplies to get started. I have listed them over here to the left and in the description. There is also an art lesson on color mixing that goes along with this tutorial. It gives you access to the full tutorial as well as a reference photo and a template, step-by-step written instructions, and more to help you paint along. I also provide weekly art lessons to my members to help them learn more. I just want to let you know that I provide more with these tutorials. I am so excited that you're here with me today to relax and paint. So let's begin. Let's start with the first step. Use your flat 1-inch wash brush and the tan color, and we're just going to fill in the entire canvas with the solid color and let it dry. This is a great time to just get the paint on the canvas and just go with the flow. This next step, we paint the sun. I'm going to grab a small round object. I'm using a nickel coin, but you can use whatever you have. And I'm placing it in the upper right corner of my painting, and then trace around it with your colored pencil. And then you just fill it in with your orange color and spread that color evenly. To do that, I'm going to grab my larger round brush. It's okay to pause the video and take your time before we go on to the next step if you need to. In this step, we're going to sketch the mountain. You're going to use your colored pencil to trace the mountains. Use the traceable and the reference photo in this lesson to help you, and add as many lines you need to feel comfortable filling in your painting with the colors. The more lines, the more colors, and more time required to complete the painting. In this step, we're going to paint the mountain. You can either mix and match your colors to make them look as similar or the same as mine, or you can be creative, which I really encourage, so that you can see how the colors interact with each other, how they mix, and how they look next to each other. This is about playing around and exploring. There are a couple things to notice about the Rainbow Mountain, and by finding those key things, you can make your Rainbow Mountain look like the Rainbow Mountain instead of some other mountain. This will help you know where you can be creative and when you need to follow something more closely. I noticed that the colors that are closer to the viewer are very much more browns and tan colors, and then there's a section of a lot of reds, and so I put that section just above the browns, and then it turns into like a softer green blue area and then goes back and forth between red and green until you hit the top of the mountain, which is a nice edged, almost brown or maroon colored. And then as you look at the mountain from far away, the furthest part of the mountain, it starts turning into cool colors like blues and purples. And I noticed that the yellows and the tans are intermixed between all of the different colors, and so that's what I did. And so when I went to choose the colors, that's all I'm doing, is kind of giving the idea. I didn't match exactly my reference photo, so I'm not just following what I see on my reference photo. If I did that, it'd be a realistic painting. I'm not going with a realistic look here. I'm playing with a more abstract modern art look here. And to do that, I'm not going with the exact colors that I see, but I am pulling from the idea of those colors that I see, which allowed me to have more fun and to get creative. So that's what I encourage you to do as well. You just have to understand what it is that makes it recognizable and copy those things. That's all you have to do. And it's important to understand color and values and warm versus dark and transparent versus opaque colors to get all that. And that's why I'm here to teach you it, is because it's actually really important. It's important to be able to paint whatever it is you want and to get the look that you want. Once your mountain is all filled in, then it's all about finishing touches and your personal preferences. So I'm just going to adjust some of my colors, sharpen some of my lines. I'll go over some of the colors to make them more flat or more solid looking. But this is all about what you would want. So maybe you want to adjust some of your colors so they're lighter or darker, or you need to go over some of your lines or fix your lines as well. But you will know when you are happy with it that you are done with it. So I like to just take like a nice deep breath, look back, I take away my reference photo, and I just think about what I want to change as I look at it, and I go with the flow here and just fix things as I feel needed. And that's what I encourage you to do as well. The goal here was to enjoy the process and to learn as we painted. And that's what we did today. And I'm so glad that you joined me for that. I appreciate you showing up today. I appreciate you letting me be your teacher and letting yourself learn and relax and putting yourself first for a little while. And I hope that you really enjoyed it. You can let me know in the comments if you have any questions and if you enjoyed this. I'm excited to share more art lessons and more tutorials with you and take you to more places in Peru. So I'll see you in my next video.